Hi, my name is Daniel Wagner, creator of Infusion Power Tools, and let me start with a question. What would it mean for you and your business if you could easily and quickly integrate text messaging, that's mobile phone marketing, and one-click webinar registrations directly from your Infusionsoft account? Now, this is a question I asked myself some months ago and actually went out and had this software written, and I'm now proud and happy to say that we're happy and ready to launch that and give you full access to that software. First of all, the features. We have two major features of Infusion Power Tools. Number one is text messaging. You can use any Infusionsoft variable in your messages. That means all the contact information you store in your Infusion database can be passed on to the text messaging tool. It is action-based. We're using a simple HTTP post, a very reliable form of communicating data, and it means you can start actions at any event in Infusion. Could be a broadcast, could be a message in an autoresponder, could be order-based or sales-based, and that is a very powerful feature. It cleans the mobile number on the fly. That means the number we send to the Infusion Power Tools, even if it's not perfectly formatted in the right way for the text marketing tool, our software will clean that, and as an added advantage, it will actually write the information back into a new custom field in a custom variable back into Infusionsoft record. Let's look at the benefits, obviously, of text messaging. You can send reminders for events like webinars or else. We have found that it increases attendance rates. You can also use more ways. You have more ways to connect with your customers by simply using text messaging to tell them about promotions and other things. We use it to send passwords. Somebody signs up for our membership site, we can immediately send an automated text message, including their username and password. As I told you earlier, any variable available in Infusionsoft can be passed on and sent out. We can use it for sales confirmation, affiliate payments, and many other ways. And you can even use a broadcast feature, finding a target audience within your Infusionsoft database and sending a mass text message out to your database. Absolutely powerful stuff. Next, the second big feature of Infusion Power Tools is the GoToWebinar registration. It's a one-click registration tool, which means a link in your email would automatically register people for a GoToWebinar that you can set up previously. It uses, again, Infusionsoft contact information. That means we send your first name, last name, and email stored in your database and register them for GoToWebinar. It is, again, action-based, HTTP post based, and we tested it with up to 10,000 registrations. Absolutely fine, absolutely no problem. So very reliable, very fast. You can actually define a default first name and last name parameter. You might be aware or might not be aware that GoToWebinar requires 3 parameters for registration: first name, last name, and email address, not just email, but we can actually predefine first name and last name parameters should they not be available in your Infusion record. These are the features. What are the benefits? We have found that we get a higher registration percentage if we use the one-click registration directly from our emails we send out. We have no more of the mess of exporting the existing GoToWebinar registrations and importing them back into Infusion to try to match tags and match audiences. You literally have 100% clarity on your segments. That means you know who is registered and who is not registered. Very, very easy, very, very clear. And of course, it means you have the information in your database already without having to worry about anything else. You can obviously combine the two. You can do a one-click webinar registration and then notify them via text messaging and text marketing. Let's talk about getting started. It's a very simple getting started setup and configuration here. First of all, you got to connect your Infusion account with the Infusion Power Tools. Why do we need that? Because we're writing back information into your Infusionsoft account. Obviously, you set up your own Infusion account in your own protected account area, and we're using the Infusionsoft API to write information back. Number 2, second step, create and connect the Text Local account. We have found a very reliable and very cheap or good value provider in Text Local in the UK, and you set up your account and connect it to Infusion Power Tools. You then create your message pipeline and you are ready to use text messaging, and of course you can then create webinar pipelines and you can use that tool straight away. You will need your own GoToWebinar account, of course. This is not part of our setup, but if you have an existing GoToWebinar account, this tool allows you to do simple one-click registration. You will find more setup information on the different steps and different screens throughout this setup. It's Daniel Wagner here, wishing you success, more results, more sales, better connection with your clients using Infusion Power Tools. All the best and take care.